are stories we hear, and then there are stories that reshape who we are. This is one of those stories. It isn't about fame or fortune. It's about a moment, a defining moment, where everything I thought I knew was challenged. It forced me to confront my fears, erase my excuses, and step into a version of myself I never knew existed. 3 years ago, I was stuck in a job that drained my spirit, stuck in a routine that numbed my passion. I kept telling myself the same things we all do. Now's not the right time, maybe later, I'm not good enough. Life became predictable, safe, and deeply unfulfilling. But what truly broke me was the slow fate of my own belief. The mirror became my worst critic. I watched my dreams shrink while my self-doubt grew louder. No one knew the inner war I was fighting, and honestly, I didn't want them to. It was easier to smile than to admit I was scared. Scared of failing, scared of succeeding, scared of trying. That's when I met someone, a complete stranger, who told me a story. A story about a boy who lost everything but still stood up every day and said, "This is not how my story ends." That line hit me like lightning. Because deep down, I knew I had been writing my story in fear instead of courage. That night, I wrote one sentence on a piece of paper. What would my life look like if I stopped making excuses? I didn't have all the answers, but I had a starting point. I committed to one small action a day. No drama, no declarations, just movement. That decision, simple as it seemed, began to shift everything. I started waking up an hour earlier, reading, writing, visualizing my future. I applied for opportunities that once intimidated me. I surrounded myself with voices that challenged me to grow. And slowly, I transformed. The job I once dreaded, I outgrew it and moved into a career that fuels my soul. The fear that paralyzed me, I turned it into fuel. The people who doubted me, their voices became irrelevant because mine got louder. But the greatest win wasn't external. It was the day I looked in the mirror and saw belief staring back at me. I had become someone who shows up. Not because it's easy, but because it's who I am now. The story that changed my life wasn't about someone else. It was about what it sparked in me. You don't need permission. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to begin. Let this be your reminder. You are one decision away from a different life. No matter how dark it feels now, your comeback story is waiting to be written. The only question is, will you pick up the pen